Hello, good morning, students, and good morning, teacher. My name is Carl Savian Novalugura, and me and my group is going to present our presentation for today's subject, General Biology. So, our topic for today is all about anaerobic respiration. So, please bear with us and listen carefully as we travel and learn more about anaerobic respiration. Let's get to it. So for today's presentation, the first part will be explained by our friend Denmark Baratas. Go Denmark!
What is anaerobic respiration? Anaerobic respiration is a type of cellular respiration that occurs without oxygen. Instead of using oxygen to break down glucose and release energy, cells use other molecules as electrons acceptors. It is commonly found in microorganisms and in muscle cells during intense exercise when oxygen is limited. Anaerobic respiration is alternative energy making pathway that helps organisms survive in oxygen-limited conditions, though it provides less energy compared to aerobic respiration.
Thank you so much, Denmark. So the next part is all about where is it found. And this part will be explained by our friend, Justin Bajang. Please.
So, anaerobic respiration is, makita na to siya sa microorganism. So, in microorganism, many bacteria rely on anaerobic respiration in environments lacking oxygen such as deep soil, swamps, or digestive tracts. So, respiration is nag-produce siya ng energy without oxygen and microorganism. May mga bacteria is na mabuhi bisan walay oxygen. Kay instead na magamit sila og oxygen, gigamit nila ang ibang molecules like sugar para makahimo sila ng energy. For example, deep soil, where air cannot easily penetrate. Then sa swamps, where water prevent oxygen from circulating. Sa digestive tracts naman is human and animals where oxygen is very limited. So in short, these microorganisms survive and produce energy even without oxygen by using anaerobic respiration. So, anaerobic respiration is also found in nature. In different natural environments that are oxygen depleted or low in oxygen. So, anaerobic respiration is mahanap nato siya sa oxygen depleted or sa low oxygen, sa kamang mababa bito ng mga oxygen. Examples, wetlands. Tungod sa tubig, diligid siya ka dali makasulod ang oxygen. Then, sa second example naman is sa ocean sediment, which is sa pinakailalim gid siya ng dagat, digid makasulod dito ang kuan niya din ang oxygen. Then sa sewage system naman is mga sa waste materials sa dyan siya. So tungod sa waste materials, mahurot na bitaw niya ang kining oxygen. Kanang pag mahurot gid ang oxygen niya, mukha na gid yan siya sa microorganism para maka-survive gid yan siya. Mawala siya itag sa sewage system. Anaerobic respiration is also happens in muscle cells of human and animals. In human and animal cells, this usually occurs when we do heavy exercise or any activity that needs a lot of energy. May tabo din siya basta grabe bitaw kabugat na ato gipang sa exercise nato, like example sa gym, basta awed ng mga equipment, bugat sa gadyaon mga equipment, or di kaya mga activity ito na need mo ng lot of energy. Dapat dagan ka merong energy na para makuha niya mayon. During this time, the oxygen supply is not enough to meet the energy demand. So, kulang gaya ang oxygen para ma-reach gid nimo ang imo bitaw gid demand sa imong body na energy. So, as the result, the muscles that switch to anaerobic respiration instead of using oxygen. Breakdown bitong iya glucose without oxygen. So, this process kay giproduce siya ng lactic acid as a byproduct. So, this is why after nato sa intense exercise, ma-feel yun nato sa ato body bitaw na magsakit ato mga muscles, mga ato kalawasan magsakit ato lang say because of the lactic acid. So, build up in our muscles kabali yung mga na.
Thank you so much, Bajang, for explaining where is it found. Up next is, what are the functions of anaerobic respiration? And this part will be explained by me, and hopefully you could listen properly. Hello, my name is Carl Savian Novalagura, and I am here to explain to you the functions of anaerobic respiration. So, the first on the list, it provides energy, or ATP, when oxygen is not available. So, anaerobic respiration breaks down glucose without oxygen to release a smaller amount of energy. This energy is ATP. So, this ensures cells can still function even when oxygen is lacking. Next is, it helps organisms survive in oxygen-poor environments. So, a certain bacteria and other microorganisms rely on anaerobic respiration to live in environments with little to no oxygen, such as deep soil, swamps, or even the human gut. Next, it also enables fermentation, the process such as alcohol production, bread rising, and yogurt making. So, anaerobic respiration leads to fermentation, where byproducts like ethanol, carbon dioxide, or lactic acid are formed. These processes are used in industries to produce alcoholic drinks, make bread rise like the CO2 bubbles, and create dairy products like yogurt. Lastly, is that it allows cells to continue working during short bursts of intense exercise. When oxygen supply is insufficient during strenuous activity, muscle cells use anaerobic respiration, producing lactic acid. This provides quick energy so muscles can keep contracting although only for a short period of time. That's the functions of anaerobic respiration. Thank you for listening to me, and let's go back to the next topic. Well, that was my part. Hopefully you guys understood my explanation. Next part is going to be composition and products. This part is going to be explained by Prince Ordonia. Prince, go ahead.
So, an anaerobic respiration always starts with glucose. Pero ang ending nga product magdepende sa organism. Sa animals, especially sa human muscles, glucose may lactic acid o gamay ra nga energy. Example ani, kung magdali ta og dagat or mag-exercise ng kusog, usahay dili igo ang oxygen, mao nga ang muscles mo shift sa anaerobic respiration. Dayon, makabati ta og kapoy tungod sa lactic acid. Sa yeast o bacteria, glucose is converted into ethanol o carbon dioxide with 2 ATP. Common example kay bread making. Kung asa ang yeast mo produce og carbon dioxide nga makapaburot sa dough, compared sa aerobic respiration nga nagproduce lang ng 36 to 38 ATP. Ang anaerobic kay 2 ATP ra, pero useful gihapon kung kulang ang oxygen.
Thank you so much, Prince, for explaining the composition and products of anaerobic respiration. Next is going to be the key characteristics, and this part will be explained by Kim James. Kim James, please.
These are the key characteristics of the anaerobic respiration. First is, does not require oxygen. Example, yeast can make bread, rice even without air. Ang yeast makapaburot o maka-expand sa pan bisan waray hangin. Next is, produce less energy than anaerobic respiration. Example, when we run fast, our body gets tired quickly. Kung magdagan kita ng paspas, dali na kita kapuyon o mawala ng kusog. Next is, byproduct include lactic acid, ethanol, or carbon dioxide. For example, lactic acid makes our muscle feel sore. Ang lactic acid amoy maka pahasol sa ato kaunuran. Next, used by both microorganisms and multicellular organisms under oxygen limited condition. For example, bacteria make yogurt sour, and people use it in their muscle when air is low. Ang bacteria amoy gapaabot sa yogurt. Og ang tao gamiton sa ini kung kulang ang hangin, ang kaunuran. Kung kulang ang hangin, ang kaunuran. Next, plays a key role in food production biotechnology and survival in anaerobic environments. For example, yeast helps make wine and beer and bread through fermentations. Ang yeast ginagamit sa paghimo og tinapay, alak og beer.
Thank you so much, Kim James, for explaining this part of our presentation. So that's all, and thank you for listening to us. Hopefully you learned something from us, and you're now knowing, or now known, or you have now known what anaerobic respiration is. And so that's everything. That's all. Thank you so much for listening. God bless. And thank you.